Tonight's broadcast will start soon. Stay tuned. Tonight's broadcast will start soon. Stay tuned. Tonight's broadcast will start soon. Stay tuned. Tonight's broadcast will start soon. Stay tuned.
We on fire. Step up in the party, step up in the party high. We on fire. Right up to the party, right up to the party high. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. Hit 'em up, get 'em up, put 'em up, we waking up high with my dogs riding high when we pull up.
For the Warriors. Tried the bite. Willis inside. Euro step. What a shovel pass to Lizzie Mosley. Showtime right there from Kayano Willis. Oh my goodness. Oh, three-pointer from Crone. Can't get the bank to go. Rebounded by who else but McQueen. She's got 14 of those. And the Warriors are going to let it happen. Ticking the clock down. 13.5 point favorites. Rochester Warriors fall to the Crusaders. The first conference victory in a long time. Madness at Madonna here at ACC Arena. The upset. It's 17:45 remaining here in the second half. 0-0 looking to crack it open. One in the air, the header. It's 1-0. John Brown, his 5th of the year. Crusaders sideline erupts. Make it rain, number 8. It's 1-0. What a play. Gomez to Brown. You can't write it any better than that. The perfect window. Bruin, 5th of the year. It's 1-0 Crusaders, 17-43. Dunn up top, under 10, 5 seconds left. Dunn drives inside, picks up a dribble, goes to Nunn. He goes baseline, gotta put something up. Young, fadeaway jump shot. Oh! Bang! Goal game number 11. All-American season bid has started for Brendan Young. 69-67. This game's over. Skies that one in the center field. That one's going back into the chance. Krizik walks it off! Brady Krizik walks it off! He went to the batting cages to practice a little bit, and he nails it out at center field. Brady Krizik says, let's go home. We don't need 11 innings. He walks it off. A solo shot in the bottom of the 10.
You're good, just settle down.
Devin Jones working on Medi. French over, Lockhart 3. Rebound Medi, Mark Medi history. The all-time rebounds record has fallen. Move over, Chris Durker. Mr. Rebound now belongs to Mark Medi, the all-time blocks leader and rebounds leader.
I mean, congrats to Mark. He's been Madonna basketball since 2018.
Out of play. Brazelton left side, a diving stop, and the throw to second in time. And Madonna has swept the championship series here in the WAC tournament. You can see a massive celebration towards third base and the pitcher's mound.
That's the ball game. Final score.
Come on, man!
Congratulations, Emily. You guys are going to play for the national championship later this afternoon. You guys worked the long way through the consolation bracket. What does it feel like now to kind of be in the final round?
It's crazy. A lot of people weren't expecting us. We've heard people say that they weren't expecting us, but to be able to do it and to knock down the top teams in the nation, it's insane, and it's going to be a great thing for the school.
Earlier today won the 60-meter dash, trying to do the double. Off they go. Here we go. Men's 200-meter dash final. And Abdul Rashid right on the inside in lane 1. Making a strong case early on. Lane 6 and 7 with Blacknell and Johnson. It's Blacknell right now. On the outside in lane 8, Cunningham. Blacknell, Cunningham, could be Chase Mars or Dante Soul as well. Way too close for my poor eyes to call. So we'll see how this plays out. Not posted it up on the board yet. It's Blacknell from Madonna. He is your national champion in the 200-meter dash. 21:07 is the time. Avion Blacknell. Foul.
Complex on the beautiful campus of Madonna University, the home of University Field. For today's matchup, the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference softball doubleheader between the visiting Indiana Tech Warriors and your Madonna University Crusaders. Here are the lineups for this afternoon's contest. First for the visiting Indiana Tech Warriors, leading off right field, number 19, Marie Truba. Batting second, left fielder 18, Kirsten Delaney. Batting third, the catcher 55, Victoria Boyer. Batting fourth, first base, number 34, Melissa Cabrera. Batting fifth at third base, 14, Carly Walter. Batting sixth, shortstop 23, Bella Brock. Batting seventh at second base, number 7, Taylor Hodgson. Batting eighth, the DP, number 10, Carly Basha. And batting ninth, the center fielder, number 4, Kaylee Kugler. On the mound for the Warriors, number 8, Savannah Bravo. The head coach for Indiana Tech, Stephanie Zimney. Here's the lineup for your Madonna University Crusaders. Leading off, the right fielder, number 44, Alyssa Gauthier. Batting second, left fielder, number 13, Reagan Friedbeiner. Batting third at third base, number 32, Brent Anto. Batting fourth at shortstop, 21, Ashley Rocheville. Batting fifth at first base, number 42, Riley Fitzpatrick. Batting sixth, your catcher, number 37, McMahon. Batting seventh, the DP, number 27, Jessica Dunko. Batting eighth at second base, number 2, Ella Thomas. Batting ninth at center field, number 10, Faith Pesky. And on the bump for your Crusaders, number 33, Camille Oyer. The head coach for your Crusaders, Mr. Ron Pizzoni. His assistant coach, Steve Cope, Dan Bessler. The hitting coach, Aaron Fields, and the assistant coach, Dan DePaulis. As a Catholic university in the Franciscan tradition, Madonna University believes in putting our values and mission into action and words. At this time, we ask that you please stand and join us in prayer. In the spirit of St. Francis and Mary our Madonna, let us pray. Lord God, we thank you for bringing us together today and ask that you watch over us and guide us. Help the athletes to use their talents to the fullest and remain injury-free. Help the coaches teach these young athletes not only about the game, but more importantly, putting into practice our value of respect for all people. Help the game officials do their best to enforce the rules and remain fair at all times, and help the spectators to be considerate of all players, coaches, officials, and each other. Thank you for giving us all this opportunity to put our faith into action today. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please remain standing. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. Active duty and veterans may leave their caps on while rendering the military salute as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Welcome to the show, welcome to the home of the world's biggest rodeo. Where the
It's a battle of the top two in the WAC. The undefeated Crusaders, the 12-2 Warriors come to town trying to play spoiler in a big-time swing game atop the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. Sean Massa bringing you the action live on the Madonna Athletics Network. It's a big one. 12-2 Indiana Tech off to a scorching hot start. Trying to keep it going, they face Camille Oyer to start out this ball game on the bump and in the circle for the Crusaders. Oyer, a 1.92 ERA early on this season, a 1.23 whip, making her 19th appearance and 14th start of her sophomore season. 76 innings, second on the Crusaders in the two-headed monster with Jane Anderson, who you'll more than likely see in game 2. 4 innings yesterday against Cleary of 1-run softball. It's been domination since Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference play has begun, and that is where we stand currently. Starting out for the Warriors will be Marie Truba.
Leading up the inning for the Warriors, 19 right fielder Mary Truba.
First pitch from Oyer to Truba is a check swing on the inside. They're going to offer to first. Our first base umpire is not paying attention, did not go as the call. So it's a 1-0 count. Truba on a 6-game hitting streak, 9 of 24 with 2 triples and 7 RBIs in the last half dozen games atop the order in the left side box. 1-0 count, that one upstairs, and it hit her in on the hand, at least says the umpire. I think they're going to call it a foul ball off the barrel, and it makes it 1-1. It's a little wild at first. First pitch was called ball on a check swing. The offer to the first base umpire took a hot second. This one, the bunt in the air down the line and foul back to the Crusader dugout. So it remains and stays at a 1-2. Truba's second team all-conference last year. She's second in the WAC in stolen bases and leads the Warriors in swipe bags, hits, triples, and hit by pitch. That one outside, 2-2 runs the count. 383 average through 31 games this year, being her 26th start on the year after hitting 5 triples in 42 games last year as a junior. 2-2, chopped over to short. Rosevich moving to the middle, a quick bobble and a rocket, and it's a 6-3 put out to the top of the order. Brings up Kirsten Delaney to the dish. Another big-time bat in the top of the order. Was on a 9-game hitting streak before their last doubleheader, but went 0 for 5 in her last 2 games. The junior playing left field today. Been a feel-good story this season, dominating in her first true season as a starter. Had just 11 career hits in the 2 prior seasons, but now tied for 12th in the WAC in RBIs and the team leader, 8th in average, team leader as well. Gets under that one, 0-2 count. 403 average, slugging .597 and a .489 on base percentage. All 3 of those numbers lead the Warriors. Over a 1,000 OPS, 6 swipe bags. As it looked like a warning maybe to the Crusader dugout. Veering a little bit too far out. But an 0-2 count now quickly upstairs. Check swing. Did not go around, was Delaney. She also leads the Warriors in home runs with 3. 9 extra base knocks on the year, 6 doubles, and 3 long balls. Settles in now, big wave and a miss on the outside. First strikeout of the day for Oyer. Gets Delaney to go down swinging it quickly, 2 up, 2 down.
The catcher, 55, Victoria Boyer.
Brings up Victoria Oyer, the catcher. 1 of 2 in game 2 versus Defiance. It's the only hit her last 8 at-bats, still hitting .313 through 64 ABs of her freshman season. First pitch she sees, she fouls off down the first base line, well out of play. Boyer lives on the opposite side of the infield, where 60% of her hits go either up the middle over to second. So Ella Thomas might be tested, but no 1 count. Boyer sets, fires that one inside, tailed and got the inner third for a strike, 0-2. Boyer not a heavy strikeout pitcher, but early on in another 2-strike count. Just 49 strikeouts on the year now, with 1 of them being today. She settles in looking for back-to-back strikeouts. That one lifted over the right side of the infield to one-hopper. Thomas charging in the throw. Did not beat her. Infield bloop single for the catcher Victoria Boyer. And avoiding the 1-2-3. Said she lives on the right side of the infield. Well, it's a blooper over to Ella Thomas, and sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. The backspin on that softball makes Thomas charge in 1 step more than she wanted. And it rolls it over to Melissa Cabrera. The sophomore having a monstrous season for the Warriors. That one inside, jam shot way under, fouled on the line. It's veering towards the dugout. Anto moving over, and she'll make the grab. Bryn Anto makes a tough grab, fighting with the roof of her own dugout, and the 2-out single is spoiled by the cleanup hitter. We go bottom 1, tied at 0.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base, and we're scoreless. number 44, Alyssa Gauthier.
Alyssa Gauthier will lead off for the Crusaders to face Savannah Bravo, a 2.33 ERA, making her 17th appearance and 15th start of the year. 102 innings pitched on the season so far for Bravo. And the Warriors are going to need an absolute masterclass from Bravo here in game one. That one outside. Despite a 2.33 ERA, a .86 whip, Bravo has let up 7 long balls and 15 doubles with 4 triples. Only 78 hits on the year, but a healthy chunk of them are for extra bags. She evens up the count with a good strike right there. Gauthier started the season slow, but has hits in 12 of her last 13. 6 RBIs her last 6 games. Bravo sets, fires. That one lifted high in the air, veering foul on the first base line. It will leave, and Gauthier will stay alive. Gauthier had a triple yesterday against Cleary. Her triple yesterday in the doubleheader was her first extra base hit since March 21st. Coming after a year where she had 19 doubles, 7 triples, and 5 home runs as a second-team All-American. The average at .313 this season. That one outside runs the count even at 2-2. Not necessarily known to swing out of the box. 23 walks this year, leader in the WAC and the all-time leader in Crusader history with 110 career base on balls. Has a 2-2 count. This one on the inside, froze her. It's just the 15th time she's struck out all year, but a big strikeout for Bravo, trying to start it off early and get hot. Bravo's arsenal this season has either been she pitches gems or the other team's offense gets to her. She's given up runs in 10 games. Only 3 of them have been 1 run or less. Finkbeiner bunt right back to the box, moving over, infield single. Thought that one was going to be called foul, but Finkbeiner will beat out a bunt single again for her 43rd hit of the year. Boyer moving over, had that single in the first for the Warriors. Tried to make that play. It was a tough one as the softball kind of just died, and it rolls over to Bryn Anto. Anto on a 3-game hitting streak and has hits in 11 of her last 12. Finkbeiner over on first. First pitch, ball 1 delivered to Anto. In that 12-game stretch, the freshman is 23 of 42 with 6 doubles, a triple, and 17 RBIs for the WAC leader in RBIs at the given moment with 38. She's got a 1-0 count with a speedy Finkbeiner on first. Outside, Finkbeiner takes off. The throwdown's very good. The tag just missed, and Finkbeiner will swipe the bag. Her 16th stolen base of the year. She's in scoring position, and a big opportunity for the exact part of the order you want up. Anto second in the WAC in hits in the WAC, leader in RBIs, a chance to potentially make it 1-0 early on. Outside, checked her swing. 3-0 count as that one misses the zone. Bravo, we'll see if a green light is given to Bryn Anto early on. I think this bat and how hot it's been, you give it to her. RBI here, kid. After a little technical difficulties, we are back in Livonia. It's a 1-2 count to Mackenzie Ming. 2 away as Riley Fitzpatrick went down swinging for the second strikeout of the game for Savannah Bravo. It's a 2-0 lead for the Crusaders. That's where we currently stand. 1-2 to Ming. Bravo trying to get out of the inning with a limited damage. But a chance for Mackenzie Ming, the senior. It's way under that one. 1-2 remains. The 8th pitch of the EAV coming up to Mackenzie Ming. Hitting .340 on the season, but struggling in WAC play. .276 in conference for the senior catcher. Her last extra base knock for the slugger was a home run all the way back on the 28th of March, which doesn't feel like a long way ago, but it definitely was over a month. Nearly a month, excuse me. 28 RBIs in the season, is 5th in the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference for Ming. Got a chance to add one, but she'll go down swinging. Bravo lets up 2 back-to-back singles and an RBI triple in the opposite field. 2 RBI triple at that from Rosevich, who gets 3 strikeouts and strands her at third. We go to the second, 2-0 lead for the Crusaders. Carly Walter will lead off for the Warriors, trailing 2-0. Now trying to get out of a hole. Walter, that back foot out of the right-hand box. She takes ball 1 on the outside. Walter, 1 of 9 her last 3 games. Leads the Warriors in doubles with 9, hitting .308 with a .487 slugging. 1-1 count as Oyer locates on the outside. Walter did not play in 2024, but in 2023 was fantastic as a freshman, .310 in limited time. That one lifted in the infield, moving over Anto to foul territory. She moves into the coach's box and makes the play, and it's back-to-back pop-ups to end the first and start the second for the middle of the Warrior lineup.
Stop 23, Bella Brock.
Brings up Bella Brock, the shortstop. 0 for 3 versus Defiance, had hits in 4 or 5 prior to that. Drills this one in the left field. Finkbeiner moving in, will make the play, 2 steps in, and an easy put out in left for the Gold Glover, and it's quickly 2 up, 2 down with 2 not well hit softballs. Brings up Taylor Hodgden. 2-game hit streak, 4 of 6 with a double. Hitting .312 on the season with a .754 OPS. The Grace College transfer had played just 6 games last season. That one on the ground over to short. Rosevich bobbles, cross diamond throw, not in time. It's an E6 to get a base runner on with 2 outs once again. And with how this season's been with Camille Oyer in the circle, this is usually when things go bad. It's 2-out errors for Camille Oyer that have led to big innings. A lot of the runs she's given up have gone down as unearned, as that one would, but now brings up Carly Basham, the DP. The senior's 3rd on the team in average and the leader in on-base percentage at an even .500. First pitch right down Broadway for a strike from Oyer. Basham has one hit her last 4 games. 1 of 6 during that span. Has a 2-1 count here. She had just 9 ABs before this season. But in her senior year, this being her 48th at-bat, 17 base knocks with 8 RBIs. That one lifted foul down the left field line. It'll veer into the pathway. The lefty hits 70% of her softballs to the opposite field, and you can see it with Finkbeiner tailing to the line and left, and Bryn Anto hugging the bag at third. That one jammed off the edge. Foul into the box right next to the Crusader dugout. Oyer limited the damage after the 2-out single last inning with a pop-up to third base on the first pitch. She'll have to fight a bit more for this one after the 2-out error. Brings up the DP in the 8th spot, Basham. Outside, left off, and Basham, the team leader in walks with 12, has only struck out 6 times. 1 strikeout for every 2 walks on the senior year. The DeMont, Indiana product trying to get back in this game. That one fouled off the netting and staying alive. The 7th pitch of the AB, but still 2-2 count, 2 away with 1 on. Taylor Hodgson stands over at first after the E6. Oyer sets, fires, delivers, low and away. Left off and a beautiful take on a 50-50. It goes Basham's way. When you walk as much as Basham does, you're gonna get those calls and get the benefit of it out right there. Hodgson has 3 swipe bags, put that one put on the ground. Oyer moving over. Thomas says, well, underhand at first, not in time. It's an infield single, and back-to-back base runners now have 2 on with 2 away for Kaylee Kruger. Weakly off the edge of the bat, just kind of found no man's land between Oyer and Thomas, and a tough play legged out by the senior. Brings up the junior from Elizabeth, Colorado, who's been hitless in her last 4 games, but hitting .310 on the season. 7 RBIs as well. That one down low. We talked about how the issue all year, at least the damage that Camille Oyers ran into, has been on runs that have come unearned. And that's what all these would stand as right now. She's given up 14 runs in conference, only 5 of them unearned. That one, line drive, left field and fair. Finkbeiner moving over, it'll score 1. Red light over at second base. It's an RBI single for Kaylee Kruger, and it's a 2-1 game. Unearned runs coming in against Camille Oyer have been the story. It's her 15th run given up in conference. Still only 5 of them are earned. But Hodgson comes around to score. Basham moves over to second, and it's the top of the order with Marie Truba. Grounded out to short her last time up on that 6-game hitting streak. 9 of her last 25 now. Takes that one outside for ball 1. Truba lives up the middle for the lefty. It's about 55% of her softballs into center field. Drills that one to right center field. All the way back off the earth. Going to one-hop to the top of the wall. It's a bases clearing 2 RBI triple as Truba will go into third with a slide. Hyping up the dugout. They lead 3-2, and the 2-out errors come back to bite the Crusaders again. Oh my goodness. An absolutely hammered triple by Truba. And just like that, the Warriors. Truba with her 20th RBI of the year and her 5th triple. She stands 1 bag away now for Kirsten Delaney, another big threat at the top of the order. Takes a strike. Delaney struck out her first time up. It's the only strikeout for Camille Oyer so far. 22 RBIs and a .597 slugging. Leader in both categories for the Warriors. Way in front of that one. Hot shot into the Crusader dugout. Count. Kirsten Delaney putting up a heck of a fight here after the 2-out bases clearing triple that put Indiana Tech in the lead. And the Crusaders, a rare inning where they've fallen behind here on the scoreboard. Boyer trying to get out of the jam, upstairs 2-2. Delaney, the leader in RBIs for the Warriors with 22. She's tied for 12th in the WAC, and she'll see her 7th pitch of the AB. That one drilled up the middle. It'll find green turf and drive in another. It's an RBI single for the team leader in that aspect. 23 on the year makes it a 4-2 score. And when it rains, boy, it pours. The 2-out error has been 4 base knocks to follow.
Catcher 55, Victoria Boyer.
Brings up Victoria Boyer, who had the only base hit before Carly Basham earlier in this inning. Now he's got to find a way to stop the bleeding. Boyer 1 of 2 in game 2 versus Defiance yesterday. She was 1 of 8 in her last 8 ABs, but that single in the first inning, that was just a jam shot bloop the second. Could be enough to get right back in it. Boyer puts 50% of her ABs into left field. Takes strike 1 in on the inside. The freshman has 13 RBIs on the year. 21 base knocks. Trying to get the 5th base knock of the inning. The 5th 2-out base knock of the inning. That one inside and a hitter. It'll bring up the 9th batter of the inning and put 2 on for Melissa Cabrera. And a circle visit coming up for the Crusaders, because my goodness, this inning has gotten out of hand and it doesn't necessarily show the signs of stopping. Two on now for Melissa Cabrera. Another at-bat with runners in scoring position for the sophomore. She had an at-bat with a runner on first. Back in the first inning, popped up the first pitch she saw. First pitch she sees there, pops up, but it leaves. 18 RBIs on the year for Cabrera. She's 3rd on the Warriors in base knocks. Big opportunity to continue this absolute downpour of offense. 4 runs through the 9th batter at the dish. It was a 2-out error at shortstop. 2 singles to 8-9. A bases clearing triple from Marie Truba and a bloop single from Kirsten Delaney. That one lifted high in the air left field. Finkbeiner will settle and make the grab, veering to her left. 9 batters, 4 runs throughout 4 base knocks. 2 more stranded on. But now the Crusaders, after coming into the inning with a lead, they trail by 2. Ashley Rosevich gives the Crusaders a 2-0 lead with a 2 RBI triple. Marie Truba says, "I'll do one better," and gives the Warriors the lead right back with a 2 RBI triple of her own to make it a 4-2 lead for the Warriors in the bottom of the second inning. Starting out is Jessica Dunkel. After giving up 2 runs in the first inning, Savannah Bravo now trots into the circle with a lead, and that's dangerous for such a dangerous pitcher. Dunkel has been hitting the ball well on a 4-game hitting streak. She bloops this one to left field, moving back. Can't make the play off the glove. It'll rattle past 2 defenders. Dunkel will go all the way to second with a leadoff double. It's her 6th double of the year. And Dunkel with a big-time double to get the Crusaders a base runner when they desperately need it. Brings up Ella Thomas. Sometimes when you're hot, you're hot. Dunkel extends her hitting streak to 5. Now it's Ella Thomas who takes the first pitch inside. Thomas's 18-game hitting streak was broken up. Back in Game 2 against Uno, she was 0 of 1 in War 2, but has hits in 29 of 33. And back on a 3-game hit streak once again. Takes that one low and in for a strike. 35 RBIs after hitting 23 as a freshman. She's 3rd in the conference in runs batted in, and the leader in average at 510. Turns on that one. It's a blooper up the middle. It'll easily stay in the infield. No play at first, not in time. Runner will stay at 3rd, and it's a single up the middle, and now runners at the corners. It's Thomas's 52nd hit of the year. She now has more hits this year than she had as a freshman. She had 51 as a freshman, 52 and counting as a sophomore, and it brings up Faith Peschke. Peschke has been smoking the softball at home. A chance to really keep the hot streak going. She takes ball 1. Has hits in 4 of her last 5 and is 9 of 14 in that span. 5 games in a row for the sophomore from Allen Park where she's driven in a run. She has 9 RBIs in said span. And the last time she was at home, she had 5. That one outside. 358 on the year with an 878 OPS. 34 base knocks and 95 at-bats. Had 56 hits as a freshman. Fouls this one off into the netting. First strike of the at-bat. Runs the count 2-1. Top of the order stands on deck with Gauthier and Finkbeiner. And the Crusaders trying to keep the offensive avalanche going. Bravo will settle in now. 2-1 count delivered to Peschke. Peschke inside bat, flares to right field. It's an RBI single for Faith Peschke. The throw from right from Truba nearly sailed and gifted an extra bag. But for Peschke, make it 6 straight games with an RBI in her 22nd of the season.
Right fielder, number 44, Alyssa Gauthier.
Brings up Alyssa Gauthier, who had a rare strikeout her first time up looking. She also has a chance to extend her RBI streak. She has 6 RBIs in 6 games. Has been hitting .400 since conference season started, but .313 on the season. She'll sacrifice a bunt back to the circle, moving over Cabrera. The play at first got her by maybe half a step. So she does a job and moves 2 runners into scoring position, but is retired by maybe an eyelash.
Left fielder, number 13, Reagan Finkbeiner.
Brings up Reagan Finkbeiner, who had that bunt single her first time up, came around to score. She swiped the bag as well. 4-game hitting streak, 8 of her last 11. 1 out in this inning, that one inside for a strike. Coming into the day, Finkbeiner was on a 3-game hitting streak. All 3 of those games had multi-hits. Her hitting streak now sits at 4, and a base hit here would make it 4 straight multi-hit games, all with an RBI. She's got an 0-1 count. Tried to turn on that one. It looked like it might have been a ball inside, and it gets in on the hands. Loops back to the dugout quickly, down 0-2. 18 RBIs on the year after having 35 as a freshman. Sophomore from Freeland has a chance to give the Crusaders the lead right back with a hit to the outfield. That one down the line and fair. Bases clearing hit down the line in the left field corner. Finkbeiner going for second. She'll take it with ease. It's her 7th double of the year to give the Crusaders the lead right back. Make it 4 straight games with multi-hits for Finkbeiner and 4 straight games with at least an RBI. Just like that, 1 out in the inning, and the Crusaders have the lead right back. Brings up Bryn Anto now, still with just 1 away. Anto singled her first time up, now on a 4-game hitting streak. That one off the edge over the short, moving over is Brock, trying to keep the runner at second. She will, and she'll make the play at first. So there's 2 away, runner stays put.
21, Ashley Rosevich.
But now brings up Ashley Rosevich. Had that 2 RBI bases clearing triple in the first inning that gave the Crusaders the lead. They have it now as well, 5-4, after Reagan Finkbeiner delivered. It's an 0-1 count. That one inside. One count to Rosevich. 36 RBIs on her season. Has a chance to make it 3 here on the day. That one lifted to right field. Charging in is Truba, and she'll make the play over the head. 3 runs come across. Reagan Finkbeiner delivers the 2 RBI doubled on the left field line to give the Crusaders the lead right back, 5-4 after 2 innings of play. The Warriors tacked on 4 in the second. The Crusaders answer with 3 and get the lead right back. Reagan Finkbeiner drives in 2 to make it from a 4-3 to a 5-4 lead. And now Camille Oyer back into the circle. Delivers that one on the outside, ball 1. She's facing Carly Walter, who she faced to begin last inning. Got her to pop out on the third base line. Now settles in, trying to reel it after a 9-batter inning last time. That one popped up on the infield again. Ming veering back, trying to battle the net. That one will just veer over into the crowd. And it's 1-1. Walter, 1 of her last 10. I have a feeling we'll see her in the circle in game 2 potentially. Or in game 1 if the Crusaders can keep on making Savannah Bravo's life difficult. They've tacked on 5 in 2 innings of work. That one on the outside, strike 2. Walter making her 35th career start for the Warriors. Had just 29 ABs as a freshman. That one leaning over off the edge of the bat to left center field. Finkbeiner and Peschke will be called off by the sophomore Faith Peschke, and it's an F8 to start out the inning.
Shortstop 23, Bella Brock.
Brings up Bella Brock, who also flew out to left field her first time up. It was 2 up, 2 down in the second inning before the 2-out error that allowed Taylor Hodgson, who sits on deck, to reach. Started a barrage. Oyer, that one off the edge of the bat over to first. Easy play for Fitzpatrick. She'll tag the bag, and just like that, 2 up, 2 down. But that is where the trouble started, no more than 1 inning ago.
Second base, 7, Taylor Hodgson.
Brings up Taylor Hodgson. 4 of her last 7, still looking to extend that hitting streak. Did get on base and score for the 13th time this season. 19 hits for the redshirt junior. First pitch inside, called for a strike. Oyer trying to make it a 1-2-3, get the bats back out there, but line drive into right center field from Hodgson. It'll be her 20th base knock of the year, her 5th in her last 3 games, and she makes her hitting streak 3 with another 2-out base runner for the 3rd inning in a row. Brings up Carly Basham. And the Warriors could have another 2-out rally brewing. First pitch outside for a strike. Outside, ball 1, all the way into the right-hand box. So for the 3rd straight inning, the Warriors have a 2-out base runner. It's only the 2nd time that it's been a single. If Oyer can get out of it, it'd just be the 2-out error that has led the runs. Other than that, she's been fantastic in the circle. Oyer turns, sets, fires that one all the way in the right-hand box as well. We've seen 13 hits through 2.5 innings of play nearly. 9 runs between the top 2 teams in the WAC. The 10-2 Warriors, or the 12-2 Warriors, the 10-0 Crusaders, excuse me. That one drilled off the edge of the bat, foul into the netting. Count runs even at 2-2. Basham, a very reliable bat this year as a senior in her first year starting in the bottom of the order. And she waves at that one low and away. The 2nd strikeout of the game for Oyer, and she once again gets out of a 2-out base runner. This time with no damage. 5-4 going to the bottom of the 3rd. Riley Fitzpatrick will lead off for the Crusaders.
First baseman, 42, Riley Fitzpatrick.
She struck out her last time up with a runner on 3rd base. She leads off. It's 5-6-7 due up for the Crusaders. That one over to 2nd base, moving over. Hodgson will underhand flip to 1st and retire. Fitzpatrick moves to 0 for 2. And it brings up Mackenzie Ming. Mackenzie Ming also struck out her last time up. Looking just to get out of that slump. 21 strikeouts on the year now. 2nd in the WAC. There's that one on the outside, called for a strike, and she doesn't love it. Jessica Dunkel stands on deck. It's an 0-1 count from Bravo to the senior Ming. Outside, this one called for a ball. Looked to be a similar spot. This call goes the way of 3-7. The last 6 games for Ming have been really hit or miss. Has a base hit in 3 of them, and the other 3 has been over. Trying to get the bat going in whack play. That one looked to be the same spot. It's been the same spot nearly 3 times. I don't really know what the big difference is, but it's a 1-2 count. That one, hot shot over to short, moving over Brock into the hole. Cross diamond throw will gun Ming, and it's 2 up, 2 down with 2 ground balls to second and short to start the inning.
Red VP, number 27, Jessica Dunkel.
Brings up Jessica Dunkel. The junior from Fenton has been fantastic. Really streaky hitter this season. But now on a 5-game hitting streak, 7 of her last 15. Started the year a little slow. Recovering just well. That one on the outside. Dunkel hitting .412 in conference with a 870 OPS. 15 base knocks in the conference. She has 29 on the year. She's got a 1-0 count. That one off the edge of the bat and foul. So Dunkel has more hits already in just 11 conference games than she did all before in 18 games, out of conference, 17 starts. Has really been starting to swing the bat well, and we know she can after a first-team all-conference season last year. That one fouled as well. Count runs 1-2. Dunkel has only struck out 4 times on the year. 6 walks as well. The barrel finds the softball, heavy contact. Picked up her 6th double of the year, her last time up. She'll see another one, 2-2 runs the count as that one goes all the way into the left-hand box. She had 13 doubles last year, now has 29 in her Crusader career. 19 of them in the last 2 years. Had 10 as a freshman as well. Leaning across the plate, able to spoil that one high and away. So double-digit doubles. That's a one right there. And every year she's been a Crusader. She's got 6 this year. Just spoiled off the high and away rise ball. Put it foul. Now sees another 2-2 with 2 away. Trying to avoid the first 1-2-3. That one inside. Struck her out in the inner third looking. It's the 4th strikeout of the day for Savannah Bravo. And another 1-2-3. It was a 1-2-3 in that inning. Brings us to the 4th.
Warriors 4. Nobody left on base at the end of that half inning. Are you looking for the gift of friends with family? Just show up your hometown. Visit our gift store and store for all the gift from our friends. off the bottom of the fifth for your Crusaders, the DP, number 27, Jessica Donko.
A 0 is put up in the top of the fifth by Camille Lawyer in 1-2-3 fashion. All fly balls to different parts of the outfield. Faith Peschke gets 2, Finkbeiner gets 1, and now Jessica Dunkel, Ella Thomas, and Faith Peschke 7, 8, 9 in the bottom of the fifth. After an absolutely explosive bottom of the fourth, where the Crusaders tacked on 4 thanks to a 3-run shot from Ashley Rosevich. And here they stand. 1-0 count from Bravo to Dunkel. Dunkel, a double back in the second to lead off. We talked about before the game started and during the first inning that when runs are scored on Bravo, runs are scored on Bravo. When she pitches master classes, she pitches master classes. Today, runs have scored. Today is now the 8th time on the year that she's let up multiple runs in a game, and the 4th time that she's let up more than 7. That one fouled off and spoiled 2-2. Last time this part of the order came up, or excuse me, led off an inning, it was the second inning, and the Crusaders tacked on 3 runs. That was their highest scoring output before Rosevich had a word to say about it. That one popped up in the infield. Moving in to make the plays, Cabrera at first. Other action around the WAC going on. Uno on top of Cornerstone, 5-3. That one's in the second. Rochester Christian and Concordia are tied at 3 in the third after an early Rochester lead has been erased. Dearborn and Defiance in the second inning in Defiance, Ohio. The Yellow Jackets lead 3-2. Lords on top of Lawrence Tech 4-1. All those games are in the early stages, all 1 o'clock starts. That one on the outside, ball 1 delivered to Ella Thomas. 2 for 2 today with 2 singles for Thomas. Has came around to score both times she's got on base. Last time with an absolutely smoked single up the middle. This one's foul tipped into the glove of Boyer. The count runs 1-1. Thomas's 4-game hitting streak. As she comes into this one, jam shot left field, and won't even make it there. Brock will make the play, standing at deep short. And it's 2 pop-ups, 1 to first, 1 to short to start this inning out for Savannah Bravo. Worked the 1-2-3 back in the third. Now 1 batter away from potentially doing that right here, but now has Faith Peschke. Peschke, pop-up, shortstop. Brock will make the play. 1-2-3 with 3 pop-ups in the infield. We go to the 6th. 9-5 lead.
No errors, nobody left on base, and at the end of 5, your Crusaders 6, Warriors 5.
You see now the hell I see it make your stomach turn. I think you know why I do what I do when I do. I can tell some stories about some things you won't believe. Takes more than you want to now to set the center free. I think you know how I try when I try what I try. I might drink a little, I might smoke a lot. Counting down the good times, staring down the clock. Throw some hallelujah to the big man in the sky. Show us everybody looking just like last night. Yeah, that's how I get by.
Leading off the top of the 6th inning for the Warriors, right fielder 19, Mary Truba.
1,000 miles of gravel, I've been walking with no shoes.
Both pitchers work a 1-2-3 in their respective half. Every out recorded in the air. Indiana Techs all went to the outfield. The Crusaders did not leave the infield as strike one is delivered to Truba in the top of the order. Mary Truba lined out to second base her last time up. This one's a ground ball through the middle of the center field and make it a two-base hit game for Truba, a leadoff single in the sixth.
Get two, ladies, get two.
Left fielder 18, Kirsten Delaney.
Last leadoff single was in the fourth. It's the only one before this. She came around to score. See if the Warriors can do that here. But that will be, I believe, the end of the line for Camille Lawyer. And the pitcher will be changed to Jane Anderson here in Livonia.
The left fielder, number 18, Kirsten Delaney.
New pitcher in the circle is Jane Anderson. She inherits a runner on first base and looks to close this one out for the Crusaders. Anderson coming off what is a historic day yesterday on the road in Lansing. Looks to keep it up today against the second place Warriors. First pitch outside is called for a ball on Kirsten Delaney. Delaney 1 for 3, has struck out, put the ball on the ground twice. One found the outfield, one did not, as a 5-3 put out to Brynanto. She's up 2-0 here. Anderson yesterday against Cleary became the 5th pitcher in Crusader history to ever get perfection in a 5-inning Mercy game, 15 up, 15 down with 7 strikeouts. For the senior from Howell, she's got a 2-0 count. That one lifted shallow right field. Gauthier will move a step in. She'll make the play. No tag from first, and a big first out after the leadoff single.
Good job, Jane. One.
Jane Anderson has really
Victoria Boyer.
been pitching the ball well and now brings up Victoria Boyer. Singled back in the first inning, has reached all 3 times today, 1 for 1. Has reached every single way that you almost can. Well, not actually, but a single hit by pitch and a walk. There's a few more spots on that bingo card to fill out. Ming, snatch back, throw to first is wild to right field. Truba will go to second and she wants third. She'll take it with ease. The relay throw in will at least keep her at third. But a wild play from Mackenzie Ming, not necessarily characteristic on the E2.
All right, settle down.
Second error of the day for the Crusaders. The last one came back to hurt them in a big way. We'll see what happens with this one. The last one was 4 unearned runs. And now an RBI opportunity for Victoria Boyer.
Good pitch.
Outside, called for a ball.
How wide is that plate?
Boyer just trying to get on again. She's been stranded 3 times as well. When she gets on, it takes a big hack at the rise ball. 1-2. With runners in scoring position this year, hitting .250. With a 736 OPS and 8 strikeouts. Trying to get on base for a fourth time, but she'll go down swinging. Big strikeout for Jane Anderson with a runner one bag away, her first of the game, and now brings up Melissa Cabrera. So Victoria Boyer has struck out 9 times this year with runners in scoring position, 16 on the year in general. Now brings up Melissa Cabrera, hitting .321 this year with runners in scoring position. Singled her last time up, was stranded at second base. I believe time is called at the plate by Cabrera. She'll step out and regroup. Leadoff single, and then an error by Mackenzie Ming behind the dish on a snatch back throw attempt as that one's blooped shallow right field. It'll fall between Thomas and Gauthier, and the first base runner given up in 17 batters faced for Jane Anderson drives in the run that was inherited by the leadoff single off Camille Oyer, and it's an RBI single for Melissa Cabrera. It's her 19th RBI of the year. And it brings up Carly Walter. 9-6 to score here in the top of the 6th inning. That one gets away from Ming. Free bag over to second, and now in scoring position is Cabrera. I think Ron Pizzoni's going to have a word with Anderson after the wild pitch. Pass ball on the Gold Glove catcher. And now a chance for Walter. Walter popped out, put the ball in the air 3 times. One has found the turf. Over a 1,000 OPS with runners in scoring position for Walter. She thrives in this exact situation. Watches that one upstairs. A lot of anger in that pitch from Anderson out of the circle visit. '21 RBIs on the year for Walter. Been in a bit of a slump. That swing wasn't very pretty, leaning across the plate. She's 0 for 2 today after a pinch hit single her last time up. She now comes up for her first debut with runners in scoring position. That's usually where she thrives. Pick low and away, 3-1. Wouldn't be shocked if that circle visit from Ron Pizzoni said, don't give her anything. If she's going to chase, she's going to chase. But when you have an over 1,000 OPS with runners in scoring position, and a bag open as an auto take runs at 3-2. Bella Brock does stand on deck. The heavy pole hitter of Carly Walter. Almost everything on the left side of either the outfield or the infield. Has a payoff pitch with 2 away, 2 on. That one flied back beyond the netting and out of play. She has popped up to third in center field today, after she was pinch hit for her last time up. Bella Brock stands on deck. Anderson got the swing and a miss. Her second strikeout of her inning strands the runner at second base. 1 run comes across after the leadoff single and an RBI single by Cabrera, but it stays 9-6. Crusaders looking for insurance as we go to the bottom. Melissa Gauthier will lead off here in the bottom of the 6th for the Crusaders. First pitch she sees is skied to center field. Moving over to her left is Kugler. She'll make the play. And it's 1 up, 1 down here in the 6th inning. Gauthier 0 for 3 has put the last 2 in the air to center field. Both been retired by Kugler, and now brings up Reagan Finkbeiner. Flew out to right field their last time up. It was shallow right field on, which got way under. 2 base hits today, however, with 2 RBIs. Bunt single, right back up. Moving in, can't make the play from the circle. Finkbeiner beats it out nonetheless. And it's an RBI bunt single, a bunt single to make it 3 base hits on the day. So 3 base knocks and 2 RBIs for Reagan Finkbeiner today. It's been an absolute beautiful day for the sophomore. And the speedster stands on first for Bryn Anto with just 1 out. Anto 2 base hits as well. Last one was a line drive up the middle. Last time was the line drive up the middle that was fielded by Brock and called safe at first for her 39th RBI. It was that controversial play that led to the Indiana Tech bench warning. Jam shot in on the hands, flared left center field, almost falling, diving play, Delaney avoids it, falling in the Bermuda Triangle between Delaney, Kugler, and Brock, and retires Anto. Brings up Ashley Rosevich. And what a day Rosevich has been having, a triple and a home run for 5 RBIs. Has a runner on first with 2 away. Watches that one down low for strike 1. 2 for 3, home run, triple, and 5 RBIs for Rosevich. He's got 39 RBIs on the year, now tied for first with Bryn Anto in the conference and on the team. That one, line drive, right field. Truba going back at the track will make the grab. And it's snow cones in the top of the mitt. My goodness, she'll make sure to show it off a bit. That has to sting. It was another extra base knock. That is robbed. 9-6 going to the 7th. Allison Davis will pinch hit for Bella Brock to start. So it's 6, 7, 8. It will be Davis and then set to be Hodgen in Basham right behind. 3 outs to go here in game 1 as the first pitch is put foul high in the air. It was an RBI single from Melissa Cabrera back in the 6th. Off of Jane Anderson. The run scored was Camille Oyer's base runner. So the night still stands as that runner advanced on an error. 6 runs given up by Oyer on 90 pitches, 10 base hits, only 1 of them earned as that one flared over to second. Thomas making the play, 1 foot into the outfield, and now there's 2 outs to go. That hit from Melissa Cabrera was the first base knock Jane Anderson had given up in the last 17 batters she faced. First one to even reach first base. But it now brings up Taylor Hodgen. Imagine Anderson's the pitcher we will see in game 2 for the Crusaders. But for now, it's Taylor Hodgen with 2 lives remaining. Carly Basham moves to the on-deck circle. Hodgen will check her swing and hold back on the outside. has reached twice on an error, that two-out error back in the second that led to the big inning from Indiana Tech, the 4 spot. They're all unearned against Camille Lawyer. And singled back in the third. Takes that one right down Route 5 for a strike. Game 2 will be 30 minutes about after the conclusion here of Game 1. As the Crusaders 2 outs away from staying perfect. That one lifted deep, shallow left center field. Deep shortstop, easily collected by Rosevich. And it's 2 up, 2 down. Good amount of close games around the WAC in game number 1. Uno on top of Cornerstone, 7-4 in Grand Rapids. Cleary and Siena Heights, we still don't have a score from Adrian, Michigan. Rochester and Concordia, that's 7-3 with 7 unanswered runs by the Cardinals. 3-3 Dearborn and Defiance in the 4th as strike 1 is delivered in Livonia. And it's a 4-2 score for Lords over the Blue Devils from Lawrence Tech. Basham lined out to left fielder last time up in the 5th on a diving play by Reagan Finkbeiner. Now comes up as the last life, 2 strikes to go here in the game. 1 strike to go here for the Warriors. Anderson has 2 strikeouts already. Could have 3 in 2 innings of work. Here in game 1 to close the deal. 9-6 to score as we play. 1 more out to go. Swing and a miss at the eyes. Rise ball got her. Anderson strikes out 3 in 2 innings to close it out. It's a 9-6 game 1 victory for the Crusaders. They remain perfect, and the Warriors regroup and look to steal game number 2 here in about 30 minutes. welcome you to Game 2 of the doubleheader between the 1-seed Crusaders and the 2-seed Warriors from Indiana Tech. Game 1, 9-6. The Crusaders win a wild one of back and forth action, capped off by a 3-run blast from Ashley Rosevich that capped off a 4-run inning, and eventually the game-winning blast as well. Game 2 starts with Jane Anderson in the circle for the Crusaders. 27 innings through conference play, coming into this one a 1.01 ERA with a .74 whip in conference, a 1.79 overall ERA with a 1.21 whip. First pitch she delivers is outside for a strike. It's Mary Truba to lead off. Truba on that 7-game hitting streak after game 1 went her way. Couple big base knocks. Checked her swing upstairs. She definitely went. This time, field umpire agrees. Single and a triple came around to score on both triples. That triple drove in 2. Also lined out to Ella Thomas. She's down 0-2 early on. The Jane Anderson has not faced her today. 0-2 count. Anderson sets, fires. That one fouled right back off the edge of the bat into the netting. And able to stay alive. Truba 20 RBIs on her season. She leads the team with 5 triples. Top 3 in the WAC in set aspect. Got a 0-2 count still. Anderson sets, fires. It'll remain 0-2, but another 0-2 spoiler as that one's fouled into the path. Anderson 0-2, the 5th pitch of the AB, way upstairs on the rise ball. Anderson 26 strikeouts to just 6 walks in conference. She's given up 14 base knocks, making her 6th start and her 7th Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference appearance. She has a 5-0 record in conference. 1-2, that one lifted, shallow left field, veering towards foul territory. It's going to fall in a Bermuda Triangle with Rosevich trying to cover a country mile. Anto and Finkbeiner couldn't get there as well. Anderson coming off a day yesterday against Cleary. That is all you can say to describe her outing in Game 2's victory. And the Game 2 starter for doubleheaders, Ron Pizzoni, for as long as you can remember and has been consistent all year. Settles in, 6th pitch of the AB, 1-2 will go outside, up and away, 2-2 runs the count. So a good battle put up by Mary Truba right away. Truba does 4 walks on the year. That on-base percentage at .454 and climbing. 2-2 count. Anderson sets, fires, 7th pitch of the AB, put off the edge in the shallow left field again. Finkbeiner will cover a country mile and make the play. It's a tough battle, a quick 0-2, but Truba puts up one heck of a fight. Retired with a fly ball to left field. Brings up Bella Brock, who had a tough time in game number 1. She was 0 for 3 against Defiance her last time out, and then was 0 for 3 in game number 1 before she was pinched hit for in the last inning. She takes the first pitch down low.
Oh, nice pitch.
Anderson came in relief in game number 1, had 3 strikeouts in 2 innings of work, and inherited a runner on base. That runner on base did come around to score, but went first to third on an error, and then came around to score on a bloop single to right field. Got that foul off to even the count up to 1-1 to Brock. So Brock is now 0 for 6 in her last 2 games. The 3-game RBI streak came to an end in game 1. She fouls off that one, down 1-2. This is a battle of 1 and 2 in the conference in game 2. Crusaders took the first and remain undefeated in conference play. Indiana Tech hits their 3rd conference loss, and the 1-2 is well in front of hit off the top of the dugout. A lot of action going on around the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. All those games started a little later than this one. The start time moved up to noon for game number 1. So those games should be at least starting to come to an end in game number 1 of those doubleheaders. Get you an update on those scores potentially before the first pitch is thrown next inning. Check swing upstairs, fouled off on the top edge of the bat. We can check base on a couple of them now. 8-6 to score in the bottom of the 6th in Grand Rapids with Uno and Cornerstone. Still no reported score from Cleary and Siena Heights from Adrian, Michigan. Concordia scored 11 unanswered runs. A big swing and a miss on the outside here in Livonia. Anderson gets her first strikeout on Bella Brock, who moves to 0 for 4 on the day. And there's 2 away here in the first. Kirsten Delaney will come up to the plate now. Trying to avoid a 1-2-3. Only one singular inning was worked 1-2-3 by the Crusaders last game. It was a big one. Kirsten Delaney was 1 for 4 in game 1, put the ball in the air and on the ground twice. Also with a strikeout, Victim her first time up. Watches that one. Strike the zone 1-1. Back to the around out-of-town score. Defiance leads 4-3 in the top of the 7th over Dearborn. 5 for the score with Lawrence Tech and Lord. So a lot of close games going on, including game 1 of this one. Game 2, that one flew out shallow. Second base, able to make the plays. Thomas, 1-2-3, works Jane Anderson. And we go to the bottom of the first. Crusaders trying to get an early lead. 4-1-8 once again. After yesterday, she was dominant and starts out today the same fashion. Alyssa Gauthier will lead a scorching hot Crusader offense who tacked on 9 on Savannah Bravo here into game 2 to start off. They'll face Carly Walter, a 3.57 ERA and a 1.47 whip for the sophomore. A 3.45 and a 1.49 in conference. That one up and away. Ball 1 delivered. It's Gauthier, Finkbeiner, Anto as always, 1-2-3 to face the pitcher and 8-hole hitter in Carly Walter. The sophomore trying to limit a Crusader offense that when it rains, they can make it pour. 86 in the 3rd innings on the year for Walter. She struck out 47 and walked 36. So a lot of contact out of the right hand. The Crusaders look to take advantage as strike 1 delivered down low to Gauthier. 2-1 runs the count. Gauthier in game 1 was 0 for 3. 2 flyouts to center field, a backwards K, and then a sacrifice bunt. She's up 3-1 in this one. Bat has not had to leave the shoulders. (3-1) is lined on the right field line, well foul. And the count goes full, the leadoff hitter. Crusaders made Bravo work in game number 1, and I think she might have thrown too many pitches to get the confidence in the nod, because this is a game you'd normally see her get both. That one lofted up the middle into center field. Leadoff single for Gauthier, her first base hit of the day. She finds green turf and stands on first base. Brings up Reagan Finkbeiner, who had herself a day in game 1 as well. Was 3 of 4 with 2 RBIs. A swipe bag as well. A lot of speed over on first, too. The Crusaders have been very active. That one bounces away, and that's enough for Gauthier to say thank you very much and just take the free base at second on the wild pitch. The defense that backstops Walter. Forster behind the dish, does not hit but plays catcher. Truba, Brock, Hodgson, Cabrera, the infield. Delaney, Gugler, and Bash from the outfield. 1-0 count now. Finkbeiner looks to lay down a bunt. That one inside, runs the count 2-0. She had 2 bunt singles in the first game. Has a bunt single in every home game this year in conference play. With her 3 for 4 in game 1, she's now 10 of her last 14. That one laid off as well. Went to go lay down a bunt, but now the count runs 3-0. Finkbeiner drove in runs number 19 and 20 of her year last time, and now starts this dangerous part of the order to follow with Anto Rosevich. This top 4 in the order has been sensational. It's a 4-pitch walk to Finkbeiner, and now it's first and second before anything even happens for Bryn Anto.
Third baseman, 32, Bryn Anto.
This is not necessarily a bat you would give the sign to bunt to. Was 2 for 4 in game 1 with a fly out to left field as well. It was deep and well hit, but this at the same time, with how well your offense has been hitting 1 through 9, you don't hate the idea. She leaves off the first for ball 5. Anto, a 4-game hitting streak. Has been absolutely smoking the softball, rolls over top of it. Cabrera gets the force at first, so it's practically a bunt, a swinging bunt at that. Runners advance station to station. There's one away.
Shortstop, 21, Ashley Rosevich.
But it brings up Ashley Rosevich, who in game number 1, my goodness, 2 for 4 with a home run and a triple. Her 3-run home run was her 4th of the year, and it came around to be the winner at the tail end of it. Watches the first pitch. She put the ball in the air 4 times. 1 of them left the yard in center field. 1 was a triple on the right field line, and 2 were flyouts to right, with her last out in the 6th being an absolute rob in right field. That one clips her on the elbow, and she's going to take her free bag. Bases are juiced for Riley Fitzpatrick. And a quick little visit. Forster wants to talk to her arm on the mound. The sophomore in Carly Walter, excuse me. It's kind of the same story as Bravo. When she gives up runs, she gives up a lot. When she pitches gems, she pitches gems. But now has to get out of a jam, or at least try to, with the bases loaded for Riley Fitzpatrick. Was 0 for 2. That one swung on high in the air center field. Kugler goes back, will make the grab. It's going to be enough. The throw in is cut off at the circle. Will keep Rosevich over at first. And it's an RBI sac fly for Fitzpatrick. Her 29th RBI of the year.
Number 37,
Finkbeiner advances to third. The cutoff throw keeps Rosevich at first. But Gauthier comes around to score, and it brings up Mackenzie Ming. Ming was 0 of 3 in game 1, but had a deep fly ball to center field. It was a warning track shot she just missed. She'll come up now with 2 away and runners on the corners. 1 run has come across the board. Runner will take off. The throw down is caught off, and now in a pickle over and hit the runner. That's going to drive in a run and go all the way to the fence. Rosevich will take a turn. Oh my goodness. She was caught in a pickle. She fell midway on her stolen base. Finkbeiner comes across to score. What just happened? Rosevich is on second. That's a fun one to score. But now Ming has 1 in scoring position again, but now a 2-0 lead. Watches that one outside for a strike. 0-2 count to Mackenzie Ming. 2-0 the score after Finkbeiner just scored on the wildest double steal attempt you'll ever see. That one lifted high in the air, shallow center field. Gugler coming in. She'll make the grab under it. And just like that, 2 runs come across. One more stranded on the base paths. But my goodness, that was wild. 2-0 lead after 1 once again here at University Field. We go to the second. It's a 2-0 lead for the Crusaders, the same way it was in game number 1. They score in some pretty wacky fashion, but they get on the board. Through 6 batters, they tack on 2, leave 1 on base, and now it's 4-5-6, starting with Haley Pruitt. It was a sac fly by Riley Fitzpatrick, and then a double steal where Ashley Rosevich was caught in a pickle going from first to second. The throwdown on the pickle hit her in the back, bounced away. Finkbeiner already made a break for the plate, so she stole home. It was absolutely an interesting sight. But it's a 2-0 lead and a 2-0 count to Haley Pruitt. It's Pruitt, Cabrera, and Hodgen. Pruitt, the DP here in this game, flies that one down the right field line. It's tailing foul. It'll land in play, but could not get to it in time was Ella Thomas. Pruitt had a big-time single in game 1. Her only at-bat was a pinch hit single. She was hitless in 5 of 6 going into that one. She gets her first start of the doubleheader. Watches that one upstairs, 3-1. Hit 344 last year and does 32 ABs as a sophomore. Her 58th AB of the year here. Has 17 base knocks, that one off the edge of the bat to the center field. Peschke will make the play, moving into the gap. And it's 4 up, 4 down early on for Anderson.
First baseman, 34, Melissa Cabrera.
It'll bring up Melissa Cabrera, the first baseman today. Cabrera in game number 1 was 1 of 3, put the ball in the air twice. Both on the left side of the field and then singled through the left side as well. Gets way under that rise ball up at the chin, fouls it off, 0-1. It's a big Indiana Tech day here at Madonna. Softball plays Indiana Tech, baseball's on the road in Fort Wayne, and it'll all be capped off by the nightcap in Fort Wayne with the number 5 Crusaders men's lacrosse versus the number 8 Tech men's lacrosse. Rosevich will make the play on the ground ball, make it 5 up, 5 down.
Second baseman, 7, Taylor Hodgkin.
Checking in on our friends in Fort Wayne. For Madonna baseball, they are tied at 5 apiece. They have 11 hits, Indiana Tech 7, but that one's tied at 5 in the top of the 6th of game 1. And then here it's 2-0. Here in the top of the 2nd. Ball 1 down low to Taylor Hodgen. Hodgen had a base knock, started off getting on base twice. She was that 2-out error from Ashley Rosevich in the 2nd inning that led to the 4 spot put up. That also came with 2 outs. If you want to be freaked out a little more, There was a fly out to center field in that inning as well that came before she got on with the 2-out error. So Anderson trying to keep that from happening again. Sorted on the outside and a check swing called strike. Anderson's gone 5 up, 5 down with 3 softballs put in the air, 1 on the ground and 1 swung through by Bella Brock. Now trying to fight back from down 2-0. She got 1 right there. She gets, no, doesn't get the spot. It was almost the exact same spot. The last pitch was called a strike. This one's called ball 3, and it's a 3-1 count for Anderson, who takes a little trot and will settle back. Walks have not been a problem for Jane Anderson in conference play, but she's teetering with 1 here. 3-1 inside, and it's going to ruin it, at least through the first 2 innings. First runner gets on. So it's the first runner to get on in a start for Jane Anderson, and you can count it, 20 batters. She was 20 up, 20 down her last 2 starts after going perfect yesterday against Cleary. Now settles in against Carly Basham, the right fielder. For a minute there, after 5 up, 5 down, you started to think, is Anderson going to do it again? Honestly, very early stages of this game and a very high-powered Indiana Tech offense, but given the fact that 24 hours ago she did have one, it was a thought. An 0-1 count as the first pitch clipped the zone. Anderson sets and fires. That one put high in the air. It might leave the infield. Rosevich backpedaling will make the play, battling the sun. 2-out walk, doesn't matter. Spoiled by a pop-up to the shortstop. It's 2-0 going to the bottom of the second. A 2-out walk for the first base runner of the game for the Warriors is spoiled by a pop-up from Basham to Rosevich at short. And now it brings up 7, 8, 9 in the Crusader lineup with a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the second inning. This part of the order was on fire in game 1 to start. They all popped up into the infield their last time up. Dunkels was to first as she swings through that one. Double, her first at-bat for Dunkel into left field, and extended her hitting streak to 5 games. She's going to extend it to 6 games. Line drive up the middle for a leadoff single for Jessica Dunkel. Just continues to hit the ball in whack play, and now Ella Thomas and Faith Peschke will follow. Ella Thomas was 2 for 3, popped up the shortstop her last time up in the 5th inning of game 1, but 2 singles, and she came around to score on both of them. Jessica Dunkel stands on first. Thomas at the plate, watches that one down low, able to scoop it away as Forster. So Thomas on a 4-game hitting streak. Has 53 hits on the year, 104 and counting in her career, and she's in the midst of her sophomore campaign. That one on the outside can't be framed and pulled back by Forster. 2-0 count to Thomas. Thomas came into the day hitting .510, has only gotten better. As that one snatched back throw and a called strike over to first. Back in time is Dunkel. 2-1 runs the count to Ella Thomas. Faith Peschke to follow was also 2 for 3 with 2 singles. As that one off the edge of the bat over to short. Brock moving over, she'll tag the bag. No play at first, they get the go-ahead runner. But 1 away with a fielder's choice for Ella Thomas. Dunkel's retired via the 6 unassisted. Thomas stands on first, and it brings up Faith Peschke. Peschke's on a 6-game RBI streak. She'll have to really put a charge into this one to extend it in this AB. As she takes strike one on the outside. Hits in 5 of her last 6 games. In that span, she's 11 of 17. Watches that one low and away. Peschke hitting .440 with a 1243 OPS in conference play. Coming into the day, line drive up the middle, splits the gap between second and short. Thomas goes to second, it's first and second. The bottom of the order stands at the base paths.
Right fielder, 44, Alyssa Gauthier.
Brings up Alyssa Gauthier, who after going 0 for 3 in game 1, started this game out with a single. Came across the score on the Riley Fitzpatrick sacrifice fly. Takes the first pitch, low and inside. Had to play a little dodgeball and get out of the way. Gauthier 7 RBIs away from 10th all time. A hit into the outfield could drive in Ella Thomas and make that number 6. She's got a 1-0 count. That one outside can't be pulled back high and away. 2-0 runs the count. Also 7 base knocks away from 10th. A base hit here could make both those numbers 6 for the senior from Goodrich. That one down low. 3-0 count, and I'd have to imagine a red light for Gauthier. 110 career walks as a Crusader. With a 3-0 count. And Reagan Finkbeiner on deck. Down low, 4-pitch walk to Gauthier. She's reached twice. And the runners move station to station. Thomas to third, Peschke to second. Finkbeiner to the box. Reagan Finkbeiner walked her first time up on 4 pitches. Came around to score on that wild double steal. Now comes up with the bases juiced. That one way upstairs, ball 1. Finkbeiner 3 base knocks, 2 RBIs. In game number 1, 2 of those base knocks were bunt singles right back to the circle. She's got Gauthier on first, Peschke on second, Thomas on third with just 1 away. That one on the outside does clip the zone, 1-1. Walter trying to fight back. That one's going to skip away, skip to the plate. Bounces the turf, 2-1 runs the count. Finkbeiner 20 RBIs on the year. Has a 4-game hitting streak, all multi-hit games. Auto take on the 2-1, and I don't blame her. The last 7 pitches before that, for that strike, 6 of them weren't even really close to the zone. But now the count 2-2, Finkbeiner has to protect. This is one you're just looking to try to drive it to the outfield, drive in 2, keep the run going. But it's going to hit her. She'll drive in a run. It's an RBI hit by pitch for Reagan Finkbeiner. It's a 3-0 lead. Those hurt, but those hurt even more when there's 2 strikes. So Ella Thomas comes across to score. Peschke to third. Gauthier to second. Finkbeiner to first. Britt Anto to the left-hand box. And the infield will come in for a visit on the circle, because for Carly Walter, it's getting a little out of hand, and I think Indiana Tech's going to make an early change. Try to play damage control potentially. The lineup card is out. The look has been made over. Does it come now? If it does, they'd be throwing whatever arm they're bringing out of the bullpen into the fire, and they will. Pitching change coming in the circle. The night is over for Carly Walter. The Crusaders get to the sophomore, and now we'll have to face a new arm that we'll get information on the other end. New arm in the circle is the freshman Mallory Stinson from Indianapolis. She'll come in a big spot. A 3.23 ERA with a 2.23 whip. She's got the bases loaded and a 1-0 count as that one's outside to Anto. New catcher in the game as well is Rhiannon McKay, who will settle behind the plate and catch for Stinson. Anto grounded out to first base her last time up. Hot shot down the line. Very delayed call, but foul is the call. And it looked to be, it would have been bases clearing, I'd have to assume, with the wheels on Finkbeiner. At least two with the wheels on Gauthier. But now a 1-1 count. Anto was 2 of 4 in game number 1 with an RBI. She has 39 on the year, a chance to drive in 40 and counting. Checked her swing on the outside, called for a strike. So Anto watches that one on the outside. Might have been a questionable one in the box. Now has to kind of expand the zone. She's got a 1-2 count. That one, hot shot up the middle into center field. One will score. Gauthier will come around, bobbled in center field. The throw's cut off at the circle. It's the 40th and 41st RBI of her freshman year. Bryn Anto, what a day. Reagan Finkbeiner will advance all the way to third. Peschke and Gauthier come across to score. And Bryn Anto, the WAC leader in RBIs, now has 20 RBIs in the last 14 games. And it brings up Ashley Rosevich. 41 RBIs is ridiculous for her 35th game. That one's going to hit Rosevich. And the Crusaders have the bases loaded again. So Ashley Rosevich has worn 2. Any means necessary. And it brings up Riley Fitzpatrick. Sac fly RBI her last time up. Now it's 29 RBIs on her season. Watches that one inside and low for ball 1. Another arm going in the Indiana Tech bullpen. Might want to get one. 1-0 count. That one over to short, playing dodgeball play at the plate, not in time. RBI for Fitzpatrick, there's 1, there's 2. She'll go to second, runners go station to station to station. Oh my goodness. It's 2 RBIs for Riley Fitzpatrick. She stands on second, Bryn Anto scores, Rosevich to third. The Crusaders tack on a lot. Holy cow. Mackenzie Ming will come up now, and is there going to be another change in the circle or a change at shortstop? Did they just take Bella Brock out of the game after the error? Holy cow. So there's changes in the field. Number 2, Lila Farrell, goes to right. And then I believe over at short now is Basham. Bella Brock goes to the dugout. It's 7-0. Pitch to Ming is in the dirt, gets away. A run will score. It's 8-0. My goodness. Rosevich comes across to score. I have no words. Unreal. So it's 8-0 with the 9th run of the game on third. Mackenzie Ming trying to drive her in. It's a 2-0 count. Ming lifts it shallow right field. Farrell's first action. She checks in the game, makes the grab. The throw in from right's a bullet. The tag, not in time. Sac fly RBI for Mackenzie Ming. Her 29th RBI of the year makes it a 9-0 game for the Crusaders. Holy. The Crusaders bat around and bring in Jessica Dunkel. As Dunkel line drive right center field. It'll split Dunkel on first. She's got 2 singles, both in this inning, and the Crusaders will bring up an 11th batter of the inning.
Second baseman number 2, Ella Thomas.
Ella Thomas will come up to the dish after reaching on a fielder's choice and coming around to score the first of what was 7 runs in this inning and counting. Dunkel, 2 singles to lead off and now get on first to try to ignite a rally to keep the inning going. Thomas off the edge, hot shot to second over the glove of Hodge into the right field. Going from first to third is Dunkel. The throw is cut off and bobbled. Thomas stays at first with a single, and the Crusader offense brings up the 12th batter of the inning. Because why not? Now brings up Faith Peschke. First and third, 9-0. The score, we're trying to catch up because this has been insane. Peschke, first pitch swing and foul into the netting. It's an 0-1 count to Faith Peschke. That one ground ball chopper to Hodgen. She'll make the play. And 12 batters later, excuse me, I lost count. 7 runs come across on the board. It's 9-0. After a wild, and I mean wild, second inning where the Crusaders send up 12 batters, tack on 5 hits, and tack on 7 runs. They lead 9-0. First pitch outside for a strike from Anderson, who sat in the dugout for about a country mile in about a decade, to Rhiannon McKay. McKay leads off. It's 8-9-1 due up. As McKay, line drive, left field and deep all the way back. It's gone. It goes off of the roof of the shed. Rhiannon McKay just put a charge and hit every single stitch on that softball. All 88. That might get them back a little bit of confidence. It's her first home run of the season. Her 7th RBI, her first college home run, and it's a no-doubter to left field. Absolutely belted for the freshman. What a time to get your first career college home run. It puts runs on the board and now brings up Kaylee Kugler. A freshman might be earning some more ABs with that one. I mean, that swing is one you only see in batting practice. Yeah, it almost hit the roof of the shed. It went off right under the overhang. Right in that little area with the garage door and the roof. This one lifted foul, 1-1. Kugler was 2 of 3 in game number 1, had 2 singles. Came around to score both times and put the ball in the air her last time up to center field. Watches that one, 2-1. Anderson, 3-1. Might be a little shook up after that one was absolutely smoked. It's only the 2nd home run she's given up all year. Kind of seems crazy to think, but Jane Anderson Might be a little rattled by it. 3-1 count, fights back with a strike, 3-2. It's only the 5th hit that's been over 2 bags. She's given up 15 doubles, 3 triples, and now 2 home runs on the year. That one is smoked foul. And the count remains 3-2 with Kugler. On deck is Mary Truba. And we'll have to see who stands in the hole and how the order changed with the substitutions. 3-2 count. Anderson again. That one fouled off and spoiled low. Able to pick it out of the dirt and stay alive. Check in on our friends in Fort Wayne. Baseball wins the first game 6-5. But here in Livonia, it's a 3-2 count, part 3 to Gary Kugler. Anderson sets, fires, delivers. That one drilled foul in a heck of a fight with 2 absolutely smoked foul balls to the Crusader bullpen. Timeout is called by our field umpire. Not sure why, because all it was is our home plate umpire step out, say play ball, and go on. But a little bit of a break. Anderson sets, fires low in the dirt, and it's a walk.
Mary Truba.
Let's get 2, ladies. Let's go.
So runner on first now for the top of the order. All ones delivered. There's Mary Truba at the plate, and then Lila Farrell, the freshman, who stands on deck. 1-0 count. Anderson trying to fight back and avoid a blow-up inning. Delivers strike 1. One big inning for the Warriors in game number 1. As that bunt up in the air, Ming will make the play. Disastrous from Truba as she flies out to Mackenzie Ming on a failed bunt and a big first out after the inning looked like it could get away.
Number 2, Lila Farrell.
Brings up Lila Farrell. Only her 14th AB of the season and of her freshman year. Just 1 base knock. But that 1 base knock also has her 1 RBI. She stands in the right-hand box, watches that one upstairs for ball 1. Farrell hasn't recorded an AB since the 4th. She was 0 for 1. Just 2 ABs in the last 2 weeks. Getting an opportunity here. Lifts this one high in the air in the infield. Anderson coming in. Anto calls her off and will make the play. 2 big pop-ups that don't even get past the circle to Mackenzie Ming, and now Bryn Anto comes in to make the play. And there's 2 outs, still a runner on first for Delaney Kirsten. Or Kirsten Delaney, excuse me. Kirsten Delaney comes up to the play after popping up to second base, part of the 1-2-3 inning in the first. Anderson sets, fires outside. Kugler over at first. Looks like she's trying to play mind games with Ming after Ming's snatchback throw last game went wild, allowed a runner to go first to third and eventually come around to score. It was the 6th run of the game for the Warriors. That one, a strike low and inside from Anderson. So that home run for Anderson is the first run she's given up in a while. After yesterday's game, she was fantastic. Didn't give up a run in relief in game 1, at least on her night and on her sheet. But she's only given up 1. She hasn't given up multiple runs in a game since March 19th against St. Francis here in Livonia. It was the home opener. She gave up 3 in a big, big offensive day for both teams. At the 2-1 count here, that one drilled left field. If it's fair, it's gone. It's off the pole and gone. 2-run blast for Kirsten Delaney. Her 4th of the year, her team leading 4th. And a charge has been put into the bats. The Warriors have a little bit of life. Two home runs and 3 runs in the inning. And it brings up Haley Pruitt. It's the first time Anderson's given up more than 1 run in nearly 6 weeks. First pitch gone after from Pruitt, put foul. Pruitt flew out to center field for the first out back in the 2nd inning. So after going 5 up, 5 down, since then, Anderson has recorded 3 outs, walked 2, and given up 2 long balls. And just 6 batters. That one down low. All the outs have been weak contact. But the ones that have left have not. 1-1, that one drilled up the middle. Rosevich makes the play in the middle, and she'll fire a rocket the first. 2 home runs, one the first career home run from Rhiannon McKay, and then a 2-run blast off the pole in left field from Kirsten Delaney. Makes it a 9-3 game. Alyssa Gauthier will lead off here in the bottom of the 3rd after 3 runs for Indiana Tech are tacked on. Strike 1 on the outside. So 12 batters last inning for the Crusaders. So Gauthier will lead off here in the 3rd inning. First pitch swinging, first pitch crushing all the way back off the top of the wall. It bounces all the way to center field. Gauthier will hit the brakes at second. She wanted the swing, she did. It's a monstrous wall scraping double. The first swing she's had in the last couple of innings. She hasn't swung the bat since her single in the 1st. You remember she didn't swing the bat at all when she walked back in the 2nd. Brings up Reagan Finkbeiner, a walk and a hit by pitch. As another change in the circle, the 3rd pitcher of the game. My goodness, there's another change for the Warriors when we come back. The third arm of the game is Allison Davis, who hasn't pitched since March 9th. She settles in now against Reagan Finkbeiner. First pitch is called for a strike, low and outside. She will face Finkbeiner, Anto, and then Rosevich, unless they can retire Gothner, who stands at second after a leadoff double. Finkbeiner hitless today, but has reached twice and scored twice. She nearly wore another 1-1-1. Been an interesting sophomore year for Allison Davis. 9 innings pitched, she's given up 11 hits, 9 runs, 5 of them earned, striking out 2 and walking 1 with an opponent batting average of .579. Low and away again, called for a strike. 1-2 to Finkbeiner, who in game 1 had 3 base knocks, still is just 3 for 4 on the day, but has reached 5 times. You got a 1-2 count here with Gauthier on second. Finkbeiner off the edge of the bat to short. Tough play at the hole. She'll make the play over. Kaylee Kugler. It's Kaylee Kugler at short who makes that play. Bryn Anto comes up to the plate now as that one's upstairs. Anto 1 for 2 with a single. Drove in 2 with her single last time up. Watches that one down low, 2-0, got away. Gauthier break for the plate, she's gunned by a mile. Wasn't even close. That'll help. McKay's gonna catch her stealing. And Gauthier just got absolutely hosed. She was out by a good 2 steps. It helps there was an absolutely perfect throw from McKay, who might be playing herself into a spot in the lineup. But it's a 2-0 count to Anto. It's a 1-2 count to Anto. 2-1 count to Anto now. Trying to extend the inning. That one off the edge, jam left center field, moving over, making the play, and just like that, it's 9-3. Out of the jam is Allison Davis as we go to the 4th. One, two, three in an unorthodox fashion after the leadoff double. Caught stealing to help out that case. And then a ground out to short and a fly out to left field. It's 5, 6, 7 due up here with Melissa Cabrera to start off. Grounded out to short. Her last time up takes the first pitch outside. That's the same exact spot that Allison Davis just lived at, and it's called for a ball. But it's a 1-0 count for Anderson, who has walked 2 her last time around the order. That's a chopper down the line and foul. So since 5 up, 5 down, Anderson, this is the 9th batter she's faced. Has faced 8 batters since then. She's given up 2 walks and 2 long balls. Other than that, weak contact for every out. 3 pop-ups and a weak ground out up the middle from Pruitt that ended the last inning. 1-1 count, big swing and a miss at the chin, 1-2. So it's Cabrera, Hodgson, and Basham are due up. Part of the order doesn't have a hit. 0 for 2, but Taylor Hodgson on deck worked that walk in the second inning. 1-2 count. Anderson sets, fires. That one leaning across the plate, grounded over to first. Easy play for Fitzpatrick. 1 up, 1 down in the 4th.
Number 7, Taylor Hodgson.
Taylor Hodgson will come up with a walk. She's 0 for 0. Hodgson in game 1 was 1 of 4. So has reached 3 times today. That one chopped up the middle, past Anderson's glove. Rosevich will make the play. 2 up, 2 down now. Brings up Carly Basham.
Number 10, Carly Basham.
Basham settles in 0 for her last 4. After starting off with a single in the 2nd inning offensive barrage of game 1. Big swing at that one. She struck out, lined out, and struck out. And then today it's a weak pop-up to the shortstop in game 2. That single was a big one for her. Broke up a little bit of a cold stretch. But now right back in it seems. That one off the edge, down 0-2 as it goes into the Crusader dugout nearly. Anderson trying to recover after a 6-batter inning that drives home 3 on 2 home runs from Kirsten Delaney and Rhiannon McKay, who is having herself a game so far. Standing in the on-deck circle. First career home run and then caught a runner stealing 2nd to 3rd, and Alyssa Gauthier is not an easy runner to catch. Check swing upstairs, no go, and it's a 1-2. Anderson sets, fires 1-2. Outside, swing and a miss. Just a 2nd strikeout of the game for Anderson, but it's a big one. 1-2-3 in the 4th. We go to the bottom for the Crusaders, looking for more offense. Ashley Rosevich will lead off here in the bottom of the 4th inning for the Crusaders. Face Allison Davis. She's 0 for 0 with 2 hit-by pitches. Also swiped the bag. First pitch she sees. She wants it. Hot shot down the line, in and out of the glove of Truba. Rosevich rounds first, wants to. Relay throw from left field, cut off. Stand-up double for Ashley Rosevich. Another extra base hit. That's her 3rd extra base hit on the day. Ironically, Ashley Rosevich has every part of the quote-unquote cycle through the doubleheader but the single. A triple and a home run in game 1, now has a double. And you could tell with that swing she was pissed that she did not see a pitch she could hit in her first 2 ABs and wore 2. Because she went after the first one. Riley Fitzpatrick. Sac fly RBI, her first time up. Has one standing at 2nd. Trying to get it 10 runs on the game. Crusaders tacked on 9 in game number 1. 2-0 count to Fitzpatrick, who reached on a fielder's choice her last time up, came around to score. That one at the eyes, easiest take of her career, 3-0. 3 RBIs here in this game for Riley Fitzpatrick, despite being 0 for 1. She now has 31 RBIs on the year. Auto take on the 3-0. Gets the inner or lower half, 3-1. The freshman from Michigan Center, Michigan. Still looking for her first hit of the doubleheader. But looking for her 4th RBI potentially here of game 2. That one fouled off her own left leg. Rosevich will have to retract all the way back to second. Game 1 was 0 of 2. Wore a pitch to get on her for her lone time at first. Struck out with a ball on the ground. Here, a sac fly and reached on a fielder's choice. And also drove in 2. She has a payoff pitch now. The 3-0 runs full. This one drilled up the middle past the diving glove of Kugler in the center field. A tire blown by Rosevich, but it's bobbled, and it's an RBI double for Riley Fitzpatrick. Her 10th double of the year, her 4th RBI here of game number 2, and it's a 10-3 lead. Mackenzie Ming will come up to the plate. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center field and a sac fly. So for Riley Fitzpatrick, it's her 4th RBI of the game, her 32nd of the year, and her 10th double. Mackenzie Ming, first pitch outside for a strike. Ming 0 for 1 here in this game with the sac fly RBI. Gives her 29 on the year. Game number 1 at a warning track shot, but was 0 of 3. She's got no 1 count. That one way high and away. You can see behind the plate, McKay is setting up on the outside of the plate. They do not want to pitch Ming inside and give her anything she can turn on. Despite the recent struggles at the plate, I can't say I blame them. 1-1 count after back-to-back doubles. That one 2-1 as it skips to the plate through the turf. 2-1 count. Ming 10th all-time in Crusader history in home runs. She has 14 career long balls, including 10 last year. Rolls over this one on the ground at third. Trouba keeps the runner at second. Cross diamond throw. Got her. Little bit of hesitation to keep Fitzpatrick. Nearly gave Ming the opportunity, but it's a 5-3 put out.
Rookie B, number 27, Jessica Dunkel.
Come on, Dunk. Jessica Dunkel, who had 2 singles, both in the second inning, comes up now with Fitzpatrick on second, but 1 away, and a 10-3 game in the bottom of the 4th. Davis sets, fires, that one inside, called for a strike. Ella Thomas, Faith Peschke to follow. Ella Thomas for sure, unless an unorthodox, crazy double play that retires the runner at second as well. Bottom of the order that has been scorching all day. 0-1 inside, left off for a ball. Looked like Davis kind of signaled it was the same exact spot, but this one goes the way of Jessica Dunkel. Twelve RBIs on the year for Dunkel. Has been stranded both times. That one off her foot down the line at third. Called foul by our home plate umpire. Was retired via 6 unassisted and a fielder's choice for the first out of the second inning, and then was stranded at third base by a ground ball at a second by Faith Peschke to end the second inning. Her hitting streak has extended and now stands at 6. Outside, left it off, she goes down looking. She's not happy about it. Ron Pizzoni doesn't look too enthused, but it brings up Ella Thomas. Brings up Ella Thomas, who is 1 for 2 with a fielder's choice. Both singles as well came back in the second inning. 7, 8, 9 in the Crusader lineup, all had 2 at-bats in the second inning. Ella Thomas reached on a fielder's choice, came around to score, and then singled as the 11th batter in said inning, ball 1 down low. 35 RBIs on the season for Ella Thomas. She's got 3 base knocks today, 3 for 5 so far in the doubleheader. They've all been well hit as well. Almost all of her singles have been line drives. This one's just chopped over foul. McKay will make the play to first, despite it being well foul. And we'll have to retract. Everyone will go back to their stations. Fitzpatrick goes to second. Ella Thomas steps back in 1-1 after rolling over that one foul. Fitzpatrick stays there, representing the 11th run of the game at second base. I'd imagine this hit into the outfield, she'll have the green light, unless a bad jump is taken. That one line drive in and out of the glove of Truba at third. Fitzpatrick got the red light as a great play from Kugler in shallow left to recover, but Thomas a smoked single. She just continues to hit the ball. Ella Thomas has 4 base knocks today. And it brings up Faith Peschke. Was 1 for 2 with the last out recorded in that second inning. Now comes up here with runners at the corners. This one, line drive, left field, it drops. It'll drive and a run. Peschke an RBI single. She just continues to absolutely rake. In whack play, Faith Peschke has proven that she's a different animal, and it brings up Alyssa Gauthier for the 4th time. For the 4th time in 4 innings, Alyssa Gauthier will come up to the plate. She's 2 for 2 with a walk. Doubled her last time up, was caught stealing. That one skips away, gets by. Runners will advance station to station. McKay's throw isn't in time. So the wild pitch, Thomas and Peschke both advance. And now gives a 2 RBI opportunity for Gauthier. Hitless in game 1, but game 2 has really answered. Had a wall-scraping double in the left fielder last time up. That one on the outside called for a strike. The outer third has been where Allison Davis has lived and survived. That's where she got Dunkel to go down looking. That's where she gets that big strike call on Gauthier. Upstairs, left off. Gauthier has a chance to really cut in and get closer and closer to top 10 in Crusader history in RBIs right here. She's 7 away from 10th all time. 2 of them could be on the base paths. Big opportunity, the 2-1, 3-1, that one down low. She won't swing the bat if she doesn't have to, though. We know that. The only Crusader with over 100 walks in her career. She stands at 111. 115 career RBIs for the right fielder from Goodrich. She has a 3-1 count here. I'd imagine she's not going to swing the bat. She won't. It's right down the middle. Payoff pitch coming up. Six hits away from 10th, 7 RBIs away from 10th. Trying to pepper the leaderboard. Has a chance to put a dent into it. Payoff pitch from Davis. Line drive left field. It drops the green turf. 2 will score. Goff wants 2, but she'll take a wide turn and stay at first. It's a 2 RBI single for a 3-hit day for Alyssa Gauthier. Her 18th RBI of the year. And she's now 5 away from 10th all time. Absolutely smoked. It's 13-3. Imagine Gauthier might take it because she loves her stolen bases, but that one's fouled by Finkbeiner. Looked like she wanted to take off. She was caught stealing back in the 3rd. And keep in mind, I'm sorry if I have to kind of delay a little when talking about the innings. The scorebook is absolutely nuts. After that 12-batter second inning, kind of just cross everything off the list and move everything up an inning. It's a little wild. But an 0-1 count to Finkbeiner. She fouled off the first. She's 0 for 1, but has reached twice. Takes that one outside for a ball. A walk and a hit by pitch in the 1st and 2nd. Stole home on that wild double steal. Now trying to keep this inning going, but with 2 away. Gauthier delivered a ripped single. Finkbeiner trying to get her 4th hit of the day. Gauthier takes off. Hit and run is spoiled as Finkbeiner fouls that one off and kind of crossed herself up in that right-hand box. She'll take a trot. Finkbeiner had that RBI hit by pitch back in the 2nd inning. She stands at a 1-2 count with 2 foul-offs. Gauthier on first. Gauthier stays put this time outside, Frozer. Finkbeiner doesn't like it, but it's a 13-3 game. The Crusaders tack on 4 more as we go to the 5th. Jane Anderson, 13-3 the lead for the Crusaders. She'll face 8-9-1. And McKay, first pitch check, swing down low. She homered her last time up. Was her first career college home run. And it was an absolutely smoked softball line drive left field that nearly hit the roof of the shed. She also caught a batter or runner stealing the next half inning as she fouls that one off into her own bullpen. Anderson sets and fires that one way outside. So the Crusaders get a lot of help on the offensive end.
Thank you. I tell my knees hurt to climb the bleachers.
Their offense has 22 runs today in 11 innings of offense. Excuse me, 10 innings of offense. Math took a minute there. Sometimes it happens. 3-1 the count to McKay. Inside, call ball 4, and she'll take a trot and go on to first. Brings up Kugler.
Number 4, Kaylee Kugler.
Kaylee Kugler will come to the plate now. 0 for 0, walked her only time up, did come around to score back in the 3rd inning. Jane Anderson has only given up 2 hits today. She's walked 3. 2 hits have been home runs, however. That's called strike 1. Big swing at that one down low from Kugler. Anderson kind of just pulled the string, and it goes 0-2. Just 2 strikeouts today for Jane Anderson in this one. But a bit of an interesting stat line for Anderson. 2 strikeouts, 3 walks, 3 runs, and only 2 hits. That one upstairs having that ducked out of the way is Kugler. Top of the order stands on deck with Mary Truba, who's having a rough one. But Indiana Tech trying to extend this game. That one on the ground over to third, past the glove of Antone to left field. It's the 3rd hit of the game, and now it's a walk and a single to lead off the inning with runners on first and second.
19, Mary Truba.
Mary Truba comes up. The last time she was up was a bunt attempt. She popped up to the catcher. Wonder if she'll look to lay down the sack bunt here with 2 runners on to start. She loads and watches ball number 1. Anderson trying to play damage control. That one down low, called for a ball as well. So she's fallen down 2-0. Isla Farrell stands on deck. She popped up her last time up as well. But Anderson 2-0 count here. That one drilled right field. Gother moving over will make the running grab. Vintage right there in right field. And it's a big time first out on what was sure to be an RBI double.
Lila Farrell.
Lila Farrell will come up. Popped up the third base her last time up. Kirsten Delaney will move into the on-deck circle. Delaney homered her last time up as well. It was a 2-run blast. This one's lifted way up in the air left field. Finkbeiner barely has to move. She'll settle, make the grab. Everyone stays put, and now 1 more out for Jane Anderson.
Left fielder 18, Kirsten Delaney.
Kirsten Delaney, who 2-run shot her last time up for her 4th home run of the year. Trying to keep this one alive. Anderson trying to recover. She's gotten 2 big outs. Melissa Gauthier helped out with an unreal grab in right center field, covering a lot of ground, and then a big towering pop-up to Finkbeiner in left. Back to back. has us here. A runner on second, a runner on first. Upstairs, high and away, says our home plate umpire. Anderson's not getting any help. She'll settle back in 2-0, set, fire, deliver, down low, called for a strike. Low and away, and she hits it. An update from game 2 of the Crusaders on the road in Fort Wayne. They lead 1-0 with a Bobby Cavan solo blast after their game 1 victory. Here in Livonia, it's going to be a 3-1 count now to Kirsten Delaney. And Anderson threatening with loading the bags here in the top of the 5th. For Haley Pruitt, who stands on deck. 3-1, Anderson sets and fires, down low. Cardinal Sin tossed the bat back nearly before the call was made. And ensuingly, it's called for a strike. Payoff, pitch coming up, runners will be booking it on any contact. Kirsten Delaney trying to extend the game, well choked up on the bat. Anderson sets, fires, that one line drive, left center field. Finkbeiner will cover and make the play. It's a doubleheader sweep for the Crusaders. They run rule the Warriors with 13 runs in game number 2 and dominate the number 2 seed in the WAC here in Livonia and remain unbeaten at home in the last over nearly 2 years of time. Sean Massa signing off for the Madonna Athletics Network. Crusaders improved to 12-0, and we'll see Concordia tomorrow for Senior Day.